Hi and welcome. Today we just have stretching and mobility in the pool, which is one of my favorite ways to work out all the kinks and to become more flexible and just sort of lighten up through my joints and work out any soreness. I have a little step in front of me. I don't know if you can tell, but it's in the pool and it's about hip height. So I recommend that you find some stairs in your pool. You can even like submerge a chair or something like that. So you have something for your feet to go on in front of you when we get to the leg stretching portion. But we're going to start nice and easy. My feet are wide. Just going to do a side stretch up and over. So my feet are flat on the bottom of the pool. Just a big side stretch. And today the water line is right about chest height. Dogs are barking. I think they might be my dogs barking. So I'm going to move back a little bit. Now my legs stay wide and my arms are wide, and I'm just doing a big sweep side to side. Really twisting and looking over the back shoulder. Ooh, getting a big rotation. Maybe a little bit of a stretch in my obliques. Oh, this feels good. This is one of my favorite stretches to do in the pool. Really opens up your chest, stretches through your back. This is really good if you spend a lot of time sitting at a computer or you're worried about your posture. You really need to stretch and open your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. This kind of resets everything at the end of the day. If you've been looking at a screen or a book, chin is up and we go side to side. Good, we're going to hold it here in the middle and just do some nice big alternating hip circles. One knee comes in, up, around, and down, and switch. Getting some good mobility in your hips. Think of making a big circle with your knee. Up, around, and down. Go at your own pace, your own speed. One more each side. Good. Let's interlace our hands behind our back and just pull your arms down. Shoulders come down, chin comes up, and lift up your arms a little bit. The sky looks really cool today. So stretching in the pool is one of my favorite things to do, especially if I've had a hard workout, or maybe it's the day after a hard workout and I just feel really stiff and sore, or I feel like I have inflammation somewhere in my body. Okay, let's hold it here. We're just going to do some nice, easy neck stretches before we move on to some more legs. So if I've had a hard workout or I wake up and I feel really sore from the workout the day before, I try to make a point to get in the pool for like 10 minutes just to move and rotate, do a little bit of mobility, because the water really helps rebalance fluid. It's easy on your joints if you struggle with balance, and it just makes everything feel better and more balanced. Let's do a few neck circles, nice and easy. Go the other direction. Checking the time. I just want this to be a quick 10-minute session. All right, here we go. I'm going to bring up my right leg. My heel is down, toes are up, and I'm on that step that I talked about earlier. And then lean forward with your chest. So my left foot is flat on the bottom of the pool, and I'm really feeling the stretch through the front of my right leg. This is just a standard hamstring stretch. You've done this at the gym. Maybe we do it with a bench, but it feels really nice in the pool. If it's available to you, you can use your hand, touch your toes, and kind of pull your toes back a little bit. Pull yourself down deeper into the stretch. This is another stretch. You can use a band or something if you can't reach your toes, but a lot of people are actually more flexible in the pool, and it might be more available to you to touch your toes while you're in the pool. Good. Okay, I'm going to step onto the step a little bit. So my left heel is still down on the bottom of the pool, and my right foot is on the step. Both of my hands are on the inside of my right foot. I'm kind of letting this right knee drop off to the side a little bit. Let me move over here. Really opening up the hip a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to do a modified pigeon pose. So my right foot is down, and I'm going to drop my right knee all the way down on this step. So my left leg is standing. I'm standing up on my left leg. If you don't have a step or this is a little too intense, you can just do a standing figure 4 stretch. So bring your right heel over your left knee and then push down on your right knee. We do this standing a lot. It's probably familiar to a lot of people. Good. Let's switch sides. So left heel is up, toes are flexed. So my toes are pointing back towards my face, and I'm leaning forward with the left leg straight. Such a nice stretch in the hamstrings, maybe even a little bit in the glute on the left side. All right, bend that left knee, both hands on the inside of your left foot on top of the step, and kind of let this left knee hang out to the side. Be careful here. Don't lose control, but open up your hips. Chest is up, face is looking up. It's a pretty deep stretch. And then we come down, we slide the foot over for that full pigeon stretch. So the left knee is now down fully on the step. This is where you can also do a figure 4 stretch. I know you can't see my knee. See what it's doing here. I'll back up, but I'm doing this. So my left heel is on my right knee, and I'm kind of just pushing gently down on my left knee. Good. All right, let's come back to the step. I'll turn to the side a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of like a standing cat-cow. So my hands are on the step. I look up, I'm arching my back, and then looking down at my belly button and curving. Look up, shoulder blades squeeze together, and look down. Nice. I especially love stretching my back, my upper back, and my shoulders in the water. So this is one of my favorite things to do. Good. Okay, let's come back to the chest height with the water in the pool. We're just going to do these little scapular reaches. So we're reaching forward, curving through our back, and then squeezing our shoulder blades back. Scapula isolations. We do this a lot in my Pilates classes. Having mobility and having range of motion throughout your scapula can really prevent a lot of injuries if you're lifting in the gym or doing any sports. So you want your shoulder blades to be able to reach away from each other and then to squeeze back in towards your spine. And the more you do this, the better you get at it, and the more flexible and mobile your scapulas become. And that is really good for preventing pain, for preventing inflammation. So this is a great thing to do in the pool also if you're rehabbing an injury or you just feel like you're very stiff through your upper back. Do this one almost every day. You can do it 3-4 times a week, and you'll really start to get a lot of mobility. I don't know if you can see, I'll stand up a little bit, but I can really curve My shoulder blades are pretty flexible. They reach all the way back and then they come all the way together, and I have a pretty good range of motion through my scapulas because this is something that I practice every day. So now we're going to do the same thing, but for our lower back. So let me step back a little bit. And what it looks like is we just kind of curve our lower back and we scoop our pelvis up and then we push it back behind us. So if our pelvis is a bowl, right, we're scooping the pelvis up and then scooping it forward, I guess. So the front of the bowl is down. So up and back. This is so good for the spine. The sky looks really pretty today. Okay, a couple more things, trying to keep this video about 10 minutes. We're going to do the same thing, but side to side. Just rock your hips side to side. Good for loosening up through your pelvis and your hips, getting a little bit of motion through your hips. Really good if you've been sitting all day. Just rocking side to side, almost like you're dancing, you're doing the hula. Let's make our feet a little bit wider, and we'll just do some nice easy hip circles around and back. Whew, I am starting to feel looser and a little bit lighter. Let's switch directions. Sometimes in my workouts, it takes a couple of hours. I worked out a few hours ago and I've been doing other things, and then you start to feel like some soreness is creeping in. Feels great if you can get in the pool and just work out those kinks, whether it's from sitting or a workout or a sport that you play. Hands on top of your head. I'm just going to close and open. And this is where I'm going to say thank you for joining me today. I hope that you really enjoyed this really quick little mobility session. I find these sessions super valuable, especially in my age. I'm almost 49, and I find if I can just get in a little 10 or 15-minute mobility session every day or every other day, really helps me in everything that I'm doing. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope that you keep it up, and I hope you find it valuable. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in another video.